All right, there we go. How's it going, everybody? This is Omar T. I am here with Coach Dennis. DJ Foster is in the building. When I asked him to do this interview, the first thing he said was, I want to sit on your chair. So I had to make sure that he's in the building. I'm happy he's here, by the way. We actually got Ashley Brock in the building as well. She's right here to help out with any questions that we may need or answers that we may need. But again, I'm here with Coach DJ. First of all, thank you for being here, Coach, man. I appreciate you coming here. Came all the way to the crib, said he wanted to make it official, so we had to make it official, so I appreciate that. We are live, and before I keep talking, let's get this first question going, Coach. So the first thing I want to know is, can you tell us about yourself?
Just a normal guy from Hamtramck. Well, born and raised, I was born in Brooklyn, New York. Moved here. Stayed with my mom and my dad. Ended up going to Hamtramck High School. Troubled youth, troubled past and whatnot. Ended up going to Hamtramck High School, playing basketball. Got D1 offers, ended up going to Florida State. Got in some trouble, came home. Went to Grand Rapids Community College. Graduated from there, did well. There 2 years. Ended up going to, I was going to Northwood after that. And then my grandmother passed away. And then went to Marygrove College. And I went there, did real well there. For 2 years, I think I led the nation in scoring. 2 years in a row there. Then I ended up going overseas to play in Ireland for about 6, 7 years, something like that.
You said Ireland?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we had somebody say this, and I know you said you don't like doing interviews, but yes, speak up. Please speak up. I know. Hey, I've seen you on the sidelines, man. I know it's possible. All right, so I'm just throwing that out there. But basically, he kind of talked about his life growing up, Hamtramck graduate, and I think the last college that you played at was Marygrove, you said?
Marygrove College.
Marygrove College, and he said it was the leading scorer, put up some great numbers there, and then played in Ireland for 7 years. How was it? How was that in Ireland, man? That's a whole other country right there.
Yeah, it was dope. It was dope for the fact that if I wouldn't have went to Hamtramck, that transition would have been crazy. I wouldn't have knew how to handle it. But by me going to Hamtramck and being around all the different nationalities, it helped me over there. So it was better for me coming from Hamtramck, and it made me adapt real well. So it was cool. I loved it over there. I was like Iverson over there.
Yeah, Iverson.
So it was like, when I was there, bodyguards, all that kind of stuff. Come home, regular schmegular.
You had bodyguards in Ireland?
After my first year, my first couple of years, it was just like that third and fourth, it just got crazy because we ended up getting a new gym. It just went crazy. Eli was there with me, I think my second year. We was there then. He got a contract to another team, and then he ended up leaving, and after that, it just took off.
That's what's up, man. And by the way, Carol just said Coach DJ. She's checking in, saying what up. Chauncey's mom, Carol, you already know who she is. Yep. Yes, sir. So there you guys go. That's a little bit about himself. I mean, we just getting started. I got a lot of questions. This must be fun. Coach DJ is the man, as y'all know. So I want to know, what made you come back to Hamtramck and coach?
First, it's my school, and I love it. We were on a decline for so many years, and I was hearing about it, and it was like Hamtramck had became the laughing stock. Now, when I first came to Hamtramck, it was a rich history with Coran, Theron, Punani, Bill Moore, Ronnie Richards, all those guys. I've learned the history, Rudy T, learned the history of Hamtramck, and it's a great history. And just to see a 12 to 15 year stretch of bad sports and basketball, I said, I gotta go home and I gotta get this. And when I came home, I was at Crockett. Coach Juan Rickman gave me an opportunity to coach at Crockett High School. And then, like he told me, after a couple years there, he was like, it's time for you to run your own program. So he was like the Popovich for me out of all this stuff. So, and it was cool, you know what I'm saying? Coming back home and coaching at the school you graduated from, and being able to grind and get it out the mud to get the program where it is now. It's just a great fit.
Definitely, especially since it's what you where you graduated from. Were you born and raised in Hamtramck, or were you okay?
I was born in New York.
Oh, New York. Right, yeah, you
So,
did mention that.
but I did my high school. I was in Hamtramck for high school all 4 years. So it was. I never knew Hamtramck was there.
Yeah.
I never knew. I never knew the dynamics of it. So when I got there, it was a shock. But I think that was the best decision that myself and my family made for me to go to Hamtramck. It was a great decision.
Okay. I mean, I just want to say this again. People want to hear what you have to say. They're saying to speak up a little more. Just want to throw that out there. I know, but I guess I'm loud because I'm right here. Maybe just speak up. I'm telling you, this is probably one.
Let me sit up, D.
There you go.
Let me sit up.
There we go. We got closer, guys, so he gonna make sure that y'all can hear him now. Let me just kind of maybe tilt this a little more. There we go. That's even better. All right. So there y'all go. He kind of talked about why he came back to Hamtramck. So what do you do differently from the coaches that were in the past that have coached in Hamtramck? You kind of talked about it was about a good 12 to 14 year stretch where Hamtramck wasn't where it needed to be. So what do you feel like you do differently?
That's a tough one. Differently, I don't want to say anything to me. Any of the other coaches has been there. I only know what I do, and what I do at Hamtramck is I really care for the kids, and it's like that's what I'm saying. These interviews, I don't want nothing to be about me. I want it to be all about the kids. But the relationships with the kids, it's not do as I say. It's I need to know how you feel. I need to know what you want to do, what's your goals, and then we play off of it. So nobody's going to be great if they're not in an uncomfortable, and if they're not in a comfortable situation. So I just try to make the situation comfortable for everybody. But it's rules and regulations to life. So I give them the ground rules, and we rock. And I respect their word, and they respect mine. And I talk to them and not at them. And that's real important with these kids coming up in this day and age. So that's one of the different things I do.
He said he talks to them and not at them. That is great. That's a great line right there, man. I might have to start using that one too. So that's important that you mentioned that. And while we getting Carol watching, I know it's kind of just off topic, but it's funny because we kind of were discussing this in her interview. You already know her son Chauncey was at King. So what do you think, man? How what that district final game? How do you think the turnout would have been? Cosmos against King district finals. It was at King. Javier said Hamtramck would have won. Carol had a different opinion because it was at King. She said that's probably King would have won. Kind of want to put you on the spot right now, man. So what are your thoughts on the turnout?
Cool with it. It would have came down to coaching. That's what it came down to the pen. The way I coach and the way he coached, I know Ward, he's a great coach. I know he would have been, in the lab trying to, take things away from us. And you already know we was going to be in the lab. So it would have been about execution at the end and who can take what away and at what time. And that's basically how I was going into that matchup.
Yeah,
They didn't stop everything. They had great players, and Chauncey and Zig, but I had something for him. So I never go in. That's not even in my DNA to go in and say we're gonna lose or anything like that. We was gonna win. It would have been tough, but I think they was battle tested enough to be able to go in and take care of business.
For sure, man. For sure. By the way, Nikisha Tillman said Cosmos. I guess she's chiming in, making sure people know that the Cosmos would have took that home. So my next question to you is, you run a program called Change the Mentality. All right, that's what I want to know all about. You got it on your shirt. Kind of, we're talking about it once you got here. So can you tell us about the Change the Mentality? I guess brand, everything about it. I guess.
All right, Change the Mentality came about. Marvin Burns. That's my mentor. He's been mentoring me ever since I stepped foot in Hamtramck. And just him giving me insight on a lot of things about myself. And one thing that I had to do was change my mentality. I had a little man's complex. So I was always rah. And it'd be on the floor is passion, but off the floor it was ignorant.
Yeah.
So I had to change my mentality. I had to change the way I viewed things. I had to change the way I ate, change the way I looked at things, change the way I walked. It was just like just changing your whole mentality and mindset, and it went from here all the way down. And that's how I was able to take myself out of situations in the neighborhoods and be able to succeed to do bigger and better things. So that's where the term change of mentality came from. And by me changing my mentality, it helped me with my kids and my daughter and my son, just changing their mentality. And then I just put it into an organization, changing mentality sports. Because now, if a kid wants to go Division I or to school, period, you can't go in with the same mentality you had going into high school. It has to change. If you want to be a pro, you got to think like a pro. You got to eat like a pro. If you want it, you got to work out like a pro. Your whole mindset has to be a professional athlete. And it doesn't even matter what age you are. You're preparing yourself. If you're going for a job, you have to prepare yourself for that job. You have to work on your craft. So you have to change your mentality that, okay, well, I don't have time for this. Let me get with this. And that's basically what, stands for, changing mentality stands for.
That's what's up, man. And so the things that you guys have right now, I mean, you guys are like an AAU basketball team, travel team.
Yeah, we wasn't AAU at first.
Okay.
We was just a mentoring group, and we used basketball as a key to bring the kids in and turn them on to something different. So, like in our organization now, with the help of Miss Ashley, Miss Tasha, Coach Ken Miller, just a plethora of people, we have 10 life skills. In order for you to go do the trips and go out of town, you have to do these life skills. It's culinary, we have hair, barbershop stuff, which you can learn how to cut hair. We have home improvement, we have finances. We just have 10 different life skills that the kids can use. Entrepreneurship, to use it to their advantage, to help get them a jump start for life. Because once the ball stops bouncing, then what? What are you going to be able to do? Like I'm looking at you right now. Just say if you was a senior year, you blew your knee out. What's next? What do you have next? And I know you're happy right now.
Yeah.
I know you're happy right now.
You already know, man. You already know.
But, just giving them a different outlook. Like I was right there on the cuff. I was with Toronto and I got cut because it wasn't because of what I was doing on the basketball court. It was my height. At that time, it's different eras. At that time when I was there, it was Alvin Williams was there, 6'4" point guard. Then you had Tracy McGrady, they just drafted out of high school. You had Vince Carter. All these guys 6'4" and up. And then once I go overseas and play over there for 3 years, they draft Damon Stoudemire, my height.
Yeah.
So it's what can you do? What is your goal? What can you do? And what are you gonna do once the ball stops bouncing? And that's the main focus on changing mentality and with this basketball stuff. So
Thank you for sharing that, man. That's some deep stuff, man. And I hope you guys are listening to that. And Carol got a question, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask her question since we got her comments. And she said, "So what's the future look like for Hamtramck in terms of, I guess she means like the program?"
Well, the program is soaring to a different direction. Like last year we was 18-3. The way we have it set up is just like a business plan. So we have a 5-year business plan, and with that we have players coming in that's young. We have 2 seniors this year, but we have players in each class that we're just focusing on development. And when you develop the kids to what you need them to be and what you want them to be on and off the court, your program is going to excel to higher plateaus. Now, with the Ypsilanti prep situation going on, it opens up things for high school basketball because a lot of the top athletes are gone. So a school like Hamtramck and a program like Hamtramck is on the rise. We're on the rise with our education, and we're on the rise with our sports, and that's across the board. So the 5-year plan that we had set up is easily going from a 5-year to a 10-year plan. And we're going to develop, we're going to teach, and we're going to graduate each each kid with honors all the way through. And it's just like rules and regulations. The way life is set up, we use it as, basketball. In order for you to play, you have to have a 2.5. A 2.5 is the overall GPA. 9th and 10th grade, you have to have a 2.5 or higher. 11th and 12th grade, you have to have a 3.0. And like with the kids in our program, this is our program, with the kids that want to wear the crazy hair. If you want to wear the crazy hair, the nappy hair, you got to have a 3.5 GPA in order to keep it. And that's just it. The kids that come in, you might slip up on your grades or whatnot. We have progress reports that go out. By me being in the building, nothing gets by me. All the teachers know me, and I'm there. So if you fell in the class, there's no basketball for you. You can't come to practice. You miss practice, you can't play. Every practice you miss is a quarter. So if you're not taking care of your business in the classroom, you're not going to be able to take care of no business on the floor. If you're mediocre in the classroom, you're a mediocre basketball player, and that's not tolerated. So in our program, we don't really have to do study table. I don't think I did study. I haven't did study table in 2 years at my school, because the way our school system is set up, teachers stay up at school 45 minutes. So just say Ja is not doing well in science. That teacher of that class that he's not doing well in will stay after and tutor him in that subject. And he can't touch that court until it's approved by that teacher. So it's no, all right, coach, here go the note. We email back and forth. So the dynamic of the way the school helps out and we help them out in the classroom is just great. And I haven't seen that in too many schools I've been in.
And that's exactly what at least parents would want to hear, and siblings would want to hear of the younger ones, man. So you guys are doing a great job with that. She had actually a couple more questions if you want to answer. I guess I'll try to come. Yeah, we just getting started. Yeah, get comfortable.
I knew she was going to.
So she asked, have you talked to them about possibly not having a season next year? And then how do you plan on keeping them engaged and focused if basketball doesn't resume?
Well, basketball never stops for us. Like, it never stops. During the quarantine, we Zoomed, we did stuff on Zoom, workouts, everybody get on that phone, FaceTime groups or whatnot. So it never stops. But I wouldn't put anything on the kids if we just didn't have a season. That means we have to step up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we did this year. Once the quarantine happened and we had to step off, that's when me and my coaches got together. We got to email and we made our own highlight tapes for each kid. We made bios for each kid. We sent them out everywhere. So if it isn't a season, yes, we can do things. We can go do workout videos outside. I don't want to give all my secrets out, but I'm going to answer it. We're going to do the workout videos. We're going to do it before and after shots, because we're working in the weight rooms, we're working in the boxing gyms, and things like that. So, coaches can see. We're going to work them out, show them the improvement, with stats. This is where he was this year. Take him out. This is where he is now. Just work on everything. Check all the boxes. So, and have I talked to the kids about us may not having a season? Yes, I have talked to them. But I have a lot of faith that things will get better, and we will. But I'm always going to find a way to put these kids in front of a scholar.
There you go. Always gotta have backup plans for any situation or circumstance. My next question is, why do you feel it's important, to be in your players' lives past the basketball court? I know you kind of touched on it, but maybe if you're going to touch on it a little more.
Being a single parent is crazy, especially when you're a mom and you're trying to raise a young man. And nothing, no bad. Not to speak bad on us, but a lot of the fathers aren't there. So, and these young men need it, and it's only so much that a mom can do with a young man growing up. And 9 times out of 10, it's more than one sibling in the household. So, as a coach and as a man, I feel like it's my duty to be there for these young men. you know, to show them structure and show them that it's cool to be lame. Because I feel like I'm lame. And I feel like it's cool to be lame. You don't have to be in the in crowd to be cool. You know, you can be yourself. And that's what I just try to teach them and show them. Like, be yourself. You can be a stand-up dude. And if people don't like you for being a stand-up dude and being lame and doing the things that you want to do to better yourself, you don't need to be around them anyway. So that's why I just think it's important for coaches to take it beyond the basketball floor, because if you don't know what this kid is going through mentally at home or with a girl or anything else, but you expect them to go out there and perform for you 100%, but you don't know what's going on in his life. Maybe a talk or maybe a hug or you telling them you love them can take them a long way, because you never know what this kid is doing or going through at home. So
That's true.
it's bigger than just basketball. You know, it's life, and that's just my focus, because a coach saved my life. You know, we was poor on the east side, and he bought me pizza, and that meant something to me. So I thought it was about winning basketball games, because in the championship game over at the YMCA, we ended up losing. I scored a lot of points, and the rest of the kids on the team was just like laughing, because the ball was supposed to come to me. And my teammate shot the ball, and he missed it, and they laughing that we just lost the championship. I was ready to fight, but my coach like, "What's wrong with you? Why are you so angry?" I'm like, "Man, I need that pizza. I'm hungry." And he was like, "Man, I'll do whatever you need me to do. Like, it's just a basketball game. Now, if you got life issues, I'll take care of that." He took me shopping, fed me, bought food for the house for my mom, and things like that. And I was only like 11 years old. So once that happened with me, it was just like, I have to get back. Because you never know what a kid going through, and what you do may affect them in the long run. And from me being 11 doing that, I'm 42 now. So it never left me. And I just want to give back to all the kids that I come in contact with.
It's crazy how one thing can, one moment like that could just change your whole kind of life's perspective. And that kind of leads to my next question, because my next question was, I don't know if that's the same person, maybe you'll answer but this one, but was there someone out there who inspired you to coach and to be doing the things that you do? And can you explain that?
Ken Miller.
You said K. Miller?
Ken Miller.
Oh, Ken Miller?
Yep.
Who's that? And
Ken Miller, it was a coach, and how ironic this was. The coach that did that stuff for me, and when I was younger at the YMCA, his name was Ken too. But he just disappeared. Then when I got to Hamtramck, Ken Miller was the coach there. He was young, and he was just cool. Like, he was smooth. Coach Ken. And the things that he installed in me made me want to be a coach. Made me want to do what I'm doing now. Because the things that he did for me, he didn't have to do. He was a young man. He didn't have any kids at the time. He was driving a Camaro, a T-top Camaro. But I was pampered, and he took me out my comfort zone. And one story I can tell you was, it was Jay Kimbrough. Remember Jay Kimbrough?
yes.
Jay Kimbrough, Brian Tolbert, and Dave. Dave went to Cleveland State. Jay Kimbrough went to Iowa State, and Brian went to Eastern. And that was the year that they beat they beat Connecticut. They beat Ray Allen that year. So Ken, that's his family. He brought him up to Hamtramck High School. And I was going into my junior year, and I thought I was everything. I had a good summer. We had just came from Eastern Michigan, and I won a one-on-one. I didn't tie my sneaks up. We beat everybody. Cooley, we beat everybody up there. And I was just hot. I thought I was hot stuff. And Jay Kimbrough made me cry. Him, Brian, and Dave just made me cry. They just beat me until I said, I'm out. And I walked home. And I went, and then I forgot that my dad was on 7 Mile and Mile So I had to walk from Hamtramck to 7 Mile a Mile because I was so mad at Coach because they was just laughing. I couldn't score. Jay would not let me get by him. I couldn't score on him. He light skinned with pretty eyes, and that made me mad. I'm like, a pretty boy is locking me up, and then Brian was just so smooth, and he talking to me while he killing me. And then Dave was doing the same thing, but he was like 6'3" at the time. And I was just like, why you do this to me? I didn't understand it, but that humbled me. And nobody never did that because everybody around me at that time was like, you great, you great, you great. And he just humbled me. And he laughed at me all the way while I was walking. Like, you gonna get in the car, you gonna just continue to walk. But the love and the guidance he had for me, he never yelled at me, he never cussed me out, never. He was always mild-mannered and smooth. Now, I didn't pick that up, but, you know, he taught me a lot. And he taught me what it meant to be loved and tough love. And it was just the balance between my dad and him. He's like, I call him Pops to this day. But, you know, I got my dad, but I had him as well, and that was Pops. Like, so it was just the perfect balance for me going into what I was going into my junior and senior year. And he did that for me. So I owe a lot to him.
It's a great story, man. That's a great story, man, and thank you for sharing that. So now the next couple questions is kind of more about you and your days of playing basketball. So how was it like playing D1 ball and then, you know, playing college ball in general? Just how was it like? Like, just kind of, if someone's watching, they want to know what it's like to play collegiate basketball.
Sacrifice, determination. Sacrifice, determination. You have to believe in yourself. It's a grind. It's a crazy grind. And if you can't lock in and be focused on what you're trying to achieve with this, you're going to get ate up. You're going to get ate up. You have to prepare. You got to be mentally strong because you have to understand the coach, when you coming from high school, the coaches love you. Hey, you know what I'm saying? We good. When you go to college, it's a business. And that's what we're trying to teach these kids. Now, this is a business. Like, this is not, hey, I'm going to high school having fun. No. Our hashtag is College Ready High. That's what Hamtramck is now, College Ready High. When you leave our program, you will be prepared to step foot on a college campus and be ready for the classroom, and you're going to be ready for the whatever sport you play in, basketball, football, whatever. So it's College Ready High. But you have to understand, you have to make sacrifices now. Playing pro ball, Division I ball, time waits on nobody. You have no time to slack. You have to be prepared. You have to watch film. Like, we teach our kids to watch film. We had a kid that came in last year that never practiced the way we practice or watch film. Never got the sheet before the game to break down, or, you know, who you're playing, what he like, what he don't like. So it's just like, if you're not ready to lock in, if you think college is about girls and this, that, mish, and chilling and partying, you don't need to go on. You don't need to try to go on that level. And junior colleges, it's tough. Junior colleges on the same lines of D1. You got guys in there for 2 years trying to make it up. You got 2 years to get better and show yourself. So you don't have time to wait. So like, go back to, you know, we treat it like a business. It's a business. You go to school, from high school, coach cool, you know, that's coach. But when you go to college, this is his job. He got kids. He got a family to take care of. And if he recruits you, that's somebody he didn't recruit out of the whole world. And he put it all on you, and you go in there and don't perform and flunk out, now that's affecting his family. Now he might get fired. And what is he going to do? So you got to understand, this is a business. You are your own way. Like, you are it. You got to market yourself. Like, who are you and what is your worth to go into this university and put it down for millions of people to see? So why do I have time for that? I mean, I started that last year. Like, we don't have time for that. So if you want to come in here and play, this might not be the place for you. We college ready high. You're going to be ready. I don't believe in red shirts, none of that. Like, no, you're going to be ready. Flat out. If and buts about it.
There you go. Just side note, Mr. Naji, the principal of Tau Beta, said thank you, coach. So he chimed in, just loving what you're saying. And then the second thing I wanted to say was I love that you said college ready high, because I think as a coach, I think that's like, you know, a high school coach getting your players ready for college is like probably the best thing that you can do, because it means everything. You know, you kind of, like you said, academically, athletically, mentally, everything. So I think that's the you know, it's great that's the motto and the mindset. So you kind of talked about college ball. You played pro ball. So can you kind of touch on how was it to play professional ball? Because I know that's a whole nother level now.
When I was over there, like, people don't know. Eli know, and I think he's the only one that knows this. When I first went over there, I went to a team that he had previously played for. It's called Ballina, and they were one of the top teams in Ireland. And the coach that was there left, so they didn't have a coach. So they was bringing in another coach named Terry Kennedy. Now, Terry Kennedy went back and forth from the United States to back to Ireland, and he was a recruiter for overseas kids coming to, you know, the United States to play Division I basketball. He hates little guards. So I had 3 games over there that I had to show my stuff. First game, he said, "Oh, you can't score on this level." Went out and had 50-something points. The second game, "Oh, you can't guard on this level." I guarded the next game we had. It was a guy from, I think he was from New Mexico. He was like 6'7", 6'8". Guarded him the whole game. He played inside and out. I guarded him the whole game. He had like 14 points on him. The third game, "Oh, you can't pass on this level." So I had a triple-double. I had 38, 15, and 12, and 6 steals. And I still got cut.
Wow.
So and then the team I had the triple-double on was the team I ended up going to. So professional ball is crazy. And I learned a lot of things. I had an agent going in. His name was Derek Martin. He's official in New Orleans now. He was the mayor for a minute. That was my agent. I ended up leaving my agent because the things that, just learning at pro level, the things he was doing I can do myself. And I'm paying him 10%. What a club is paying him 10% for something I can do myself. So I learned that, the business aspect of it. And just understanding that it's more ways to get money than just playing basketball. I did my own interviews. I was going to the local pubs, doing interviews, getting paid for that. Going to the shops, the sneaker shops, getting paid to do interviews for that. Going into the schools and training, doing that. And then I ended up opening up a school on the weekend. So it was just, pro ball is different, and especially over there. It's really what you make it. And a lot of guys nowadays, you went to Pro A or Pro B, Pro C, all that. If you make it over there and you getting paid to do something that you love to do, that you will do for free, what's the problem?
None at all. That's what I always say.
Like,
I always tell people that, like, because they don't know, because they've never been in that situation before. They're just talking. Because you're getting paid to play basketball. Like, what else do you want? You know what I'm saying? And especially, I mean, you obviously have a backup plan in life, but if you could play for at least 5-10 years, why not? You know?
But the hardest thing about it wasn't the basketball. The basketball is the easiest thing. It's getting over there, adapting, and understanding where you are, and understanding the different religions and everything, and the culture where you are. And that's what made it easy for me coming from Hamtramck.
Definitely. So what is something you look into when deciding if a player has what it takes to play for you?
To play for me?
Yeah. I mean, like, I know you might say I'll take anyone, but I'm just saying, like, when you actually evaluate a player, you see him, you be like, you know what? He got it, or he don't got it.
Just don't quit. That's basically what it means.
Just don't quit?
If you show me you want it, I can teach you basketball. I don't care if you're male, female, dog, cat. If you want it, if that's what you want, if I say, yeah, be here at 6 o'clock, all right, coach. Or if I say, be here at 6 o'clock, you'd be like, 6 o'clock? want it. We're not gonna mess with it. But if be here at 6 o'clock and you like I'm on it, I'll do whatever. That's the kind of you. It don't matter your skill set because I can teach you because you're gonna want to learn it. And being able to do something without me telling you to do it. And that's key because most kids nowadays are lazy. They're not gonna do nothing unless you tell them. Who does things on their own?
Exactly. Definitely, I agree to that, man. Next question is, if there's a player that's watching this, and what advice would you give them if they say, I want to play D1 ball or I just want to play collegiate basketball? What kind of advice would you give them?
You don't always have to play D1 to get seen now. It's so easy with the things that's accessible as far as social media. It makes it very, very easy. So the Division 1, Division 2, Division 3, it doesn't matter. It's put your all into it. Put your all into it. Work. You have to have a skill set that you can perfect. If you're a shooter, shoot the ball. If you're a passer, pass the ball. Understand your niche. You have to do something somebody else isn't doing. And I have a kid, and he battles this every day, named Aaron Allen. He's one of the best defenders, besides Lloyd and Quayle, LJ, Lloyd Harrison, and Marquell Jackson, and Justin McKinney. Those are adult men now, but this kid is one of the best defenders I've ever seen in my life. But he battles today's society. You got to score the ball, you got to score the ball, you got to score the ball. He affects the game defensively. He has a niche that's going to take him far because nobody can do or want to do what he does. And I tell him, he's like, Coach, but I ain't getting the offers like this. And like I said, just be patient. You're going to go far because you do something nobody else can do. He's a modern day Tony Allen type of player. He can score the ball, but that thing that he has on that defensive end is crazy.
Definitely.
Find your niche.
There you go. That is the advice that he just gave right there, is find your niche. So my next question, man, this is one I want to know the answer because this is something that I always thought about. You know, a lot of your players are being noticed. You know, players definitely get the credit that they deserve. But, you know, also coaches deserve the credit. You know, people that really know the game, they'd be like, okay, you know, the players deserve it. Then they look deeper into the team. They'd be like, you know what, the coach, who's the man behind it? Who's the mastermind behind it all? So if Hamtramck keeps getting noticed, eventually, I know that I have a feeling this is going to happen. A college AD, president, whatever, might approach you for a coaching job. So would you look into coaching college ball in the future? Why or why not?
Of course. This is a business. Alluding back to Bay Bush question. This is a business. So if I'm teaching these kids that market yourself, you are your own brand, why wouldn't I do that with myself? It's a time and a place. Right now is not the time. And yes, I've been offered positions on the collegiate level. As far as an assistant, I even in Texas, I even was offered a Division 3 head coaching job. But it's a time and a place. This is not my season for that. But yes, I would. You know, that's the goal. That's the goal for everyone. And when Bay Bush asks where, you know, the program and where is it going in the next few years, just how we set things up with these kids and make sure they're in line, I have to set up, as a leader of this program, to set up things in line so the program can stay consistent. So I have assistants under me. If I decided to get a job after this interview and college call, want you to come out here and do this and do that, I have someone in place to keep it even going the same or going higher. Because my assistant coach is like, that's why I don't like individual accolades. And he was like, you want Coach of the Year? No, we want Coach of the Year. Because my assistants are hell of them. And without them, there's no me. And without those kids, there's no me. You know, so I don't get into the individual accolades like that. But to answer your question, yes, that's the key.
You won Conference Coach of the Year, by the way?
I just don't like it. I don't like it. If it weren't for the kids, I wouldn't be here. Just put you like that. If I weren't for the kids, the backing I have at Hamtramck High School, my AD, Brian, Kiner, Miss Filippiak, Chris, Mr. Lila, the awesome, superintendent, Mr. Daniels. If it weren't for the village, I wouldn't be able to do nothing I'm doing with these kids. So we all want to coach it.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So my next two questions are questions that I kind of ask everybody. Well, other than tell us about yourself, is what is your motivational factor? What gets you up every morning?
The kids.
You said the kids?
The kids.
Okay.
Because I know it's every minute of the day is a learning experience for them, and I want to be there to help them along the way. So if I'm down and out, and I'm not feeling it, I know they'll perk me up to get me where I need to be. So the kids get me up every day, ready to rock and roll, because they are our future, and they can change. They can be the change that we need. And everybody talking about my generation and the generation underneath. No, it's this generation now, because they can be the change. They can change the dynamic of everything that's going on in this world. So it's the kids.
There you go. And then the final one, the least that I have on my phone, is for someone that may walk in the same or similar footsteps as you, wanting to become a coach, wanting to, build up a program that was kind of dying, just doing all the things that you do, being a mentor to the kids and all that stuff. So, what advice would you give them? Playing D1 ball, you can kind of touch on all that kind of stuff, professional basketball and all that. So what advice would you give them, motivate us?
Believe in yourself. Because nobody's going to believe in you like you. Nobody's going to believe in your dream. Nobody's going to believe in your passion but you. So you have to believe in yourself. Shorten your circle. Shorten your circle, because everybody can't go. Everybody can't go, and everybody is not for you. You can have long distance friends. So, hey, you're my guy, but I'm doing this and I'm on this wave and you're on that wave. We're not connected right now. And you have to do things that's out of your comfort zone, like I'm doing right now. I'm out of my own. Talking basketball is easy, but when you start affecting people's lives, every word is humbling. So that's why it's like, I hate interview. I don't want to do this, but you have to step out your comfort zone for people to understand who you are. You have to change your mentality. Whatever you was thinking before when you was just getting back, you have to switch that up and change it and start thinking outside of your box. Because you will go further. It'll get you further. You have to be a people person. You have to be able to communicate with people on all levels, no matter shape, color, creed, none of that. You have to be able to build relationships with people. You have to be trustworthy, and you have to be honest about everything you're doing and be genuine with everything you're doing. You'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, really, the stuff that you say is stuff that, you kind of could, it's all about your character almost. So at the end of the day, it really is not that hard. You just kind of got to be on top of it. Before we go, first of all, Nabil Naji said, every player do your job, as Coach Bill Belichick would say. I think he was reiterating something that you were saying. And Carol also said, thank you for all that you do for all of these children. So they kind of wanted to reach out to you on that. And then I have a question to tell you, all right? And this is like, if you want to take it back a little bit, this is about like 9 years ago. We had a basketball tournament in Hamtramck. I know you remember it. If you do. So we had a tournament, and it was League of Nations. I was kind of running the tournament. And so, you balled out. You was on the same team with Eli, if you remember. Y'all won it all. It was great, turnout of a tournament, in terms of players and people playing. So then the MVP trophy voting came, and it went to Eli. I can finally ask you now that you're here, did you think you deserved that trophy? Did you think that we, I don't want to say we, because I'm not going to share the votes, but I'm just going to say, do you think that the votes went to the wrong person?
No.
He said no.
I can't even look at the camera. But Eli's Mr. Hamtramck. So, and I'm old. I was older. Like, nobody knew who I was. They knew I could play, but if you're on the same team with Eli, You just gotta know what's up. So, nah, I ain't mad at it. I felt like I should have won, but you know,
You know what I told them is that I wish that I had 2 MVP trophies because you definitely deserve to win. I could guarantee. I mean, I could definitely say that. And looking back at it, people are laughing now. You got a couple people laughing at the situation. So I just want to let you know, man, that I apologize for that because you definitely you definitely deserved it, and I've kind of been holding that in since then. So at least I got a chance to say that. Any final words you want to say? Any final comments? There's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and just in general.
be safe, wear your mask. CTM, we're not as big as a lot of organizations, but the things we have to offer for the kids, to the kids, and for the kids, the things we do for the kids, is a lot different from any other basketball organization. That's how I feel, my personal opinion. As a school, Hamtramck High School, it's on the rise. Like we're doing great things over there. I'm not trying to, down any other school or anything like that, but our school system is great. We have great leadership. We have great people, great teachers. We have great people around, and it's a family atmosphere, and I love it. When I was there, it was kind of hit or miss. You had your good times, your bad times, but with this new regime and this new direction that we're going, it's like I love it, and I'm proud to say I'm a part of the Hamtramck public school system. Like it's great, all the way around from middle school, from preschool, grade school on up to the high school, and it's just about holding yourself and holding people accountable, and you can't go wrong when you're holding somebody accountable because can't nobody say anything bad about you because you're not doing your job. So I just, them not just words or whatever. Just come rock with us. It'll be a life changing situation for you if you rock with us.
There you go. Javier Whitaker said Javier Whitaker is in the building. He wanted to make sure that. Do you want to yell at him about something like go do his home?
Because when he came on here, he said, "Coach, be tripping." Okay. So, like I told y'all today, I had to cuss y'all out on FaceTime this morning. I'm always on. Ja is he's one of those kids. Like really all of them, I can just say him. They want it. But now that you have it, what are you going to do with it? And that's my thing. What are you going to do with it now? You have everything you need, everything, the stage is set for all those guys at Hamtramck. What are you going to do with it? And that's my question to all of them, and I hope all of them watch it. We gave you the platform, we put you in a position. What you going to do with it?
It's a great question. And hopefully they answer it with actions instead of words, man. Coach DJ, I appreciate you doing this interview, man. I really do. Thank you for coming, Ashley. Ashley's in the building as well. Again, this was another interview on MotivateMe313. Coach DJ, Coach of the Year, by the way, Coach DJ. All right. I hope you guys had a good one. Take it easy.
Can I say one
yes,
thing?
for sure.
If I have ever been rude, disrespectful, or anything to anybody out there, I do apologize. My mental wasn't right, battling demons or whatnot, but I do apologize to you sincerely, and I hope you forgive me. If you don't, I understand, but bless you.
There you guys go. My great final words. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. There's another interview on Motivate Me 313. Take it easy.